extra battery. Do you know how to replace it?
Can I listen this out first?
I don't know. I wouldn't even, if it dies, if all of a sudden you can't hear it. Why would they be able to understand?
Because I was talking to them and I have no idea what to say. You're talking the whole time.
All right, yeah, then change it now and see if that helps. Take that out the battery.
Student class president, up to the stage for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ask them to remain standing for the national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing as I welcome Lori Wise up to the stage to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight and the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much, Amelia and Lori. That was absolutely phenomenal. At this time, it is a great honor to welcome to the mic this class president, Mr. Connor Patterson.
So, no one told me I was supposed to give a speech today until I got here. So I'm going to see if I can come up with some nice stuff about my class off the top of my head. So, I just want to start off by thanking everyone here today. Our Superintendent, Dr. Milishevsky, our Principal, Mr. Tracy, our Assistant Principal, Ms. Terrio, and all administration, faculty, and staff, as well as family, friends, and many others who are here to join us today. And of course, welcome to my fellow graduates from the class of 2022. So, spoiler alert, they did tell me I had to speak today, so I do have a nice speech here. But I really struggled at first when I sat down to begin writing this. I really had no idea what I wanted to say at all, and I was aimlessly scrolling through different websites, watching different people on YouTube, and I really realized everything, seeing the same 5 quotes from some poem all over and over again, that I didn't think that it was right to have a basic old graduation speech when our high school experience was not typical or basic at all, and it was far from it. So I started reading more and more quotes online, looking for a quote about changing times or a difference in experiences kind of shaping who you become as a person. And it didn't take long to realize that no one's published any famous quotes yet about logging onto Zoom classrooms or cheating on every possible assignment while you sit on your desk at home, or pretending like you're paying attention while like you're really like playing Fortnite or something. So it was hard to like quote someone and figure out what I wanted to do with this speech. But it then hit me and I realized that the class of 2022 has all shared this unique experience together. And although we didn't have a typical high school experience, in many ways, it made our class better, except for the fact that we might be a little academically behind because we like cheated on everything for 2 years. So we would have never known what those lost years would have been like inside the halls of RMHS. I hope that my fellow graduates feel like they made the most out of their time in the building when we came back. So although we missed out on school dances and other fun times, we still have great memories, like that one time a mysterious trash can fire erupted in one of our school bathrooms. Shout out Ms. Terrio for never figuring out who did that. So our class did not choose to go home and spend our 2 years of high school in virtual classrooms and whatnot, although our last day of school was a student-led walkout. So we didn't choose to miss our sophomore semi-formal or our junior prom. We didn't choose to miss out on those like boring days in math class. We really have no idea what's going on, but we did, and it's sad. But I'll never forget the first day senior year when we came back into this building, and every single one of you was excited to be back and have one last good year at RMHS. And the lesson to take away from these experiences is that many things in life are out of control. It's important that when plans change or things don't go your way, you're still able to make the most out of your circumstances. And I'm proud to say that I feel like every single one of you made the most out of your circumstances this last year at RMHS. A few days ago on class day, we all watched a slideshow put together by our amazing class office, who's seated in the front row here. And I hope that many of those memories you saw in that slideshow are some of your favorites from your time in high school, although most of the pictures we got for times at like home when you were just with your friends and not in the building. But, all right. As your president, that is my advice to you. Make the most out of good times and bad times. And thank you again to all of our administration, faculty, staff, and parents. And congrats to my fellow seniors, the graduating class from RMHS of 2022.
It's not easy to lead off. Well done, Connor. I'd like to welcome to the mic our salutatorian, Katia Brechko.
Hello, class of 2022 families and Reading community. While it is an honor to address you all today, to me this situation is quite unexpected. Not only did I not expect to ever be given the honor to speak at graduation, but I also did not expect to be doing so in the midst of a global pandemic. We all remember the early stages of quarantine life, only being able to see people from behind the mask and attending Zoom classes in our pajamas. But COVID brought more than just day-to-day quirks to our lives. In quarantine, I found it incredibly difficult to feel connected to others. I couldn't meet with my friends, and communicating with teachers became difficult because it wasn't as simple as stopping by their classrooms to ask a question anymore. Quarantine certainly pushed our emotions into turmoil, but its effects lasted much longer than that initial period. Despite being thrilled to finally return to school, my mental health remained as low as it had been when I was stuck in the house. My negative emotions found new heights every day, and I was constantly in a state of anxiety. There were many tears, as well as many hours spent lying on the floor of my room, staring up at the ceiling. I began closing my true self off from people, only showing them the side of me that was smiling and peppy. At least this way I could feel some sort of control of my life in these trying times. Still, I felt incredibly drained and I wanted to give up. While I can't see into the personal lives of others, I know I was not the only one feeling this way. At school, I witnessed many students become overcome with stress. They anxiously bounced their legs under their desks and fidgeted with pens until the clip came flying off.
In fact, many students became so busy dealing with mental health challenges that they no longer had the energy to focus on schoolwork. Thankfully, our community, who has boundless care and concern for our well-being, recognized our struggles and stepped in to help. Newsletters from Guidance began to feature mental health resources for students. Teachers began to reach out more often. I think this was the first year I ever had a teacher sit down with my class and take notes on our feedback on how to alter the course so that it better suited our needs. And, of course, we have our incredibly hardworking school comfort dog, Cooper, who has brought so many smiles to so many faces at this school. There was also a sense of resilience amongst the students, though. With each other's support, we became determined not to let COVID stop us from enjoying our high school experience. We took part in activities that made us happy: sports, band, drama, robotics. Both in school and on the field, we kept each other afloat with words of encouragement as well as tears of common suffering. Seeing this class's unified desire to be happier, I became inspired to take charge of my own mental health. I slowly began to let go of my fear of judgment from others and started talking to people outside of my immediate friend group and outside of the band. In doing this, I've learned so much about myself as well as the community around me. However, overcoming adversity, especially mental health, is not something that has a definite end. My relationship with my mental health will always be a work in progress. I will continue to persevere and to try new strategies in order to overcome future challenges. I hope that our class will do the same. We worked so hard this year to hold our class together, and as a result, we've been able to enjoy events like Spirit Week and prom. As I danced with my friends on the prom dance floor, surrounded by some people that I've known since the first grade, I truly felt happy. I could not stop smiling. Reflecting on this experience, I see that I was able to do it because I was living in the moment. I urge everyone to do the same with their lives. Nothing lasts forever, so we may as well make the best of it. Celebrate your resilience to adversity, even if that adversity is getting through a single day. Nurture the friendships you have by checking on the people you care about. And above all, take care of yourselves. You are the most important person in your life, so treat yourself with respect and kindness. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome our valedictorian, Sarah DeCostanzo.
It's unbelievable to me that I am standing here today as a valedictorian, considering that I've spent so much of this year feeling like a complete idiot. This feeling first began to flourish in my calc class as I spent the first week of school completely bewildered, absolutely lost as I spent the first few weeks trying to catch up to the curriculum that seemed to fly past me. Each class, I would frantically scribble down the notes, not process a single word, then go home and stare at the gibberish I'd written, trying desperately to make sense of it. I studied and studied, spent far too long sobbing over Khan Academy, growing increasingly terrified as I waited for his test. When it finally arrived, I, who had never gotten a grade below a C, below a 90, got a C. The night before the test, I had also submitted my first English essay, and in Plus Portals, another C awaited me. I want to clarify, these are not bad grades, but to me, they embodied all the confusion and distress I had been feeling. As a result, they felt catastrophic. I was trying as hard as I always had, yet I couldn't understand the material. I wondered how I could possibly survive the year. I thought immediately that I was too stupid for such advanced classes, and that I had committed an incredible act of hubris to even for a second think that I wasn't. I felt like a failure. It was not even October of senior year, the supposed best year of high school, and I had nothing to show for it but 2 C's and the feeling that I was worthless. Yet I couldn't quit. The only thing that would be worse than failing would be to surrender to such a defeat, to drown in my confusion rather than swim to shore. So I kept studying, I poured my souls into those classes, and eventually my confusion began to dissipate, and I began to enjoy my classes again. The initial failure incited me to study harder, to learn more than I thought I could. The classes were challenging, yet they were also the most rewarding. Failure in our lives is oftentimes the evidence that we have pushed ourselves beyond what we thought we could do, that we have reached past what we think we're capable of. It is the proof that we have taken a risk, that we have embarked beyond the shores of what is comfortable to us and into the sea of the unknown. In essence, it is the proof that we have lived our lives. Our experience at the high school has prepared us to live our lives in the best way possible. So many people in the room have helped us to get to where we are. The administration, our class advisors, teachers, our family, all who have encouraged us and adapted in the past 2 years to support us, no matter what was going on in the outside world. And of course, our fellow peers, who have traversed these halls with us, shared laughs and admittedly many tears, successes, and more importantly, failures. Every moment at this high school has shaped who we are. Though there have been both ups and downs, both joys and pain, we have survived them, and our lives are richer, more vibrant because of them. During our time at RMHS, we have all been given the tools to build beautiful, impactful lives. The only thing we have to do is to go out and to live them. There's this song I'm quite fond of. It's one of those generic quotes Connor was talking about. And I often listen to it around this time of year when I get very nostalgic about the end of the school year and time passing. It's called I Live by OneRepublic, and it encapsulates everything I hope to be true for a life beyond high school. One of the lines says, "Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. The only way you can know, you give it all you have." The lyrics tell us to give every moment in our lives our all. To live that our lives will be painful, but that things won't work out. But we aren't truly living until we feel the pain alongside the joy. The lyrics go on and say, "With every broken bone, I swear I lived." We will all be hurt at some point in our lives. We will break bones and promises in our hearts. We will fail tests sometimes, but each of these moments are proof that we have lived our lives to the fullest, that we have experienced what the world has to offer, and we are better off because of it. Every single person in this class is capable of incredible, amazing things, if only we are courageous enough to go out and seek them. If only we let go of fear that we may fail and instead leap headfirst into the experiences that await us beyond these walls. As we leave high school, we will each go on to different things, and we are each going out into the world to experience the full range of what life has to offer. I can only hope that when we look back, we will all have smiles on our faces and will be able to say confidently that we lived. Thank you and congratulations to the class.
At this time, we will have our RMHS choirs, led by Mr. David Mosier, sing "Let the Rivers Run."
I'd also like to ask our seniors, who are members of the choir, to join us in front of the choir risers. So seniors, if you're a part of our choir program, would you come join us, please?
have another big round of applause for our choir, but Mr. David Mosier. First graduation remarks as a new principal, no pressure. Since we've all been through this process together, I'd like to begin by complimenting the parents, caregivers, family and friends, members of the Reading community, our school committee, Superintendent Milishevsky, and his central office team for all of their incredible support. In addition, I would like to acknowledge and commend the wonderful contributions made by our RISE preschool, our elementary and middle school staff in establishing a strong foundation, and of course to my immediate colleagues at RMHS for working tirelessly to build on this base to prepare the students for the challenges that lie ahead. In particular, I'd like to thank our retiring RMHS teachers, Ms. Jane Shea, Ms. Sharon Burke, and my colleague, Mr. Joe Lavita, to please stand to be recognized. While certainly none of us wish to repeat the trials of the past 2 years, it has given us all an opportunity to reflect. For me, that reflection led to a very humbling realization on the importance of community and how heavily I rely on that support and other people in life and to do my job, certainly to do it effectively. Being honored with the opportunity to take this position after being somewhere for 16 years was in some way a stress-filled leap of faith that last spring. I did not have the relationships to lean on, the institutional knowledge on which to draw. Similarly, you are all faced with a major life transition as you leave the safe confines of Reading Memorial High School. Perhaps the excitement of what is in store or today's ceremony has temporarily masked the stress of this impending change. I know myself, I was a basket of nerves when I started here last summer. Throughout this year, however, those nerves have ebbed and flowed and were eventually worn down, replaced by immense pride, joy, and excitement through the support and warm welcome I received from all of you, the class of 2022, and the RMHS community. I will never be able to thank you enough for that. In taking on this new opportunity, I did my best to pull from past experiences and what I thought was a good recipe for managing uncertainty. First, keep a calm head about you, something not always easy to do when anxiety rises. Reflect and think before you act. If you do not know something, be humble, admit it, and ask questions. Nobody knows everything. If you need help, strongly advocate for it. We all need help sometimes. Build sincere relationships, lean on those when needed, and actively look for ways to contribute to the process. Do not be a passive recipient for what life has to give, and in the end, recognize that it is the journey itself that is immense value, and not just the final outcome. To the graduates of 2022, we could not be more proud of you. In our eyes, you represent an incredibly diverse and special group of young people. You are admired as individuals, cherished as a collective group, and as a class, you are simply outstanding. From those of you who impress us daily in our classrooms, to the students who relish the stage or display their prowess on the courts or athletic fields. I know the students have already mentioned COVID, remote learning, hybrid schedules, mask wearing, pool testing, quarantining. Never before did we foresee or anticipate the unique curveballs and barriers we were going to be presented. As scholars, you have wrestled with complex concepts and phenomena, problems solved around real-world issues, and presented thoughtful findings and insights, often in isolation from your bedrooms, as we, as educators, tried absolutely everything in our arsenal to engage, to support, and to teach. Reimagining Socratic seminars and labs, the acquisition of language, desperately trying to stave off skill regression, teaching the visual and performing arts, engineering, PE, and wellness, all without being the benefit of having together. The list of ways in which you have had to stay connected, adapt, and overcome is endless. There is no question that you missed out, but you also rebounded. We finally competed and succeeded in 3 athletic seasons and are still competing in the spring. Held an in-person pep rally, a powder puff football game, performed in band competitions, choral concerts, productions of Zombie Prom, Murder on the Orient Express, and Fantastic Mr. Fox. We supported one another through successes and failures. We launched a ski club, started a new RMHS tradition with Unity Day, that the majority of you missed out because it happened to coincide with Senior Skip Day. Hosted robotics, engaged in so many philanthropic and community service projects, it would be impossible to list. We held Mr. RMHS with a few cringeworthy moments that I still cannot seem to get out of my head, and celebrated the end of our year at the Sea Glass for prom. And now we're finally here at your graduation. In the words of the RMHS teachers, counselors, and staff who know you the best, Miss Allison Williams, our math department chair, states that the class of 2022 is outgoing and friendly. They want to know their teachers as people, and for us to know them as people. You are incredibly gracious and understanding. You take care of your friends and are committed to making the world a better place using each of your unique talents. Ms. Clausen agrees, adding that you've been like this since 9th grade. You check in and help out when your friends are down and need a hand. You are incredibly loyal to one another. Ms. Audra Williams describes this class as easygoing, resilient, smiley, fun, personable, kind, hardworking, goal-driven, who are social justice warriors, and who also have a wonderful taste in music. Ms. Wall shares that you're incredibly spirited and enthusiastic. Ms. Shea adds that you're energetic, respectful, full of life, sharing that she has not taught seniors for years and is so glad she had the opportunity this past year. You are so much fun, and she absolutely loved teaching you. In facing the obstacles of the pandemic, the words resilient, perseverant, flexible, and determined were used to describe this class from many of my colleagues. Ms. Corey remarked how proud she is of you making it across the finish line, observing it was a strange, lonely time, but ultimately it led to connections much stronger than we expected. Mr. Cabanas felt the close connection as well, believing that we have all been reliant on one another as a big RMHS family. Quoting one of his favorite movies, the film The Crow, "It never rains forever." This class of 2022 has become a paradigm of hope, ensuring that there is a future for the rest of us out there. From the intimate view of our medical ward, and from perhaps the hardest working staff member over the past 2 years, Ms. Juliana, our lead nurse, is in awe of your resilience. Having just caught your stride as sophomores, this group of students in particular bore the full brunt of disruption as you juggled remote and in-person learning. In her words, "It has been such a joy over these past months to see you laughing, being together, and celebrating. Perhaps no other class I have worked with shown such caring and empathy exhibited towards each other and those around them." Understandably, given your age and perspective, I'm not sure any of you realize the great impact that you've had on our community and on us as individuals. Mr. Bosco, and others wish to thank you for keeping them going by being inspirational and gracious. Mr. Bono, who has great faith in this class as talented future engineers, is in awe of how much, to a remarkable extent, you pursued science in your studies outside of the typical school day. Ms. Schutte expressed the same. Creative thinkers and problem solvers, you did not back away from pushing yourself, whether it was auditing your family's waste patterns to determine sustainable solutions, or learning complex scientific processes with the resources you had at home. Ms. Kane shared a story of 3 phenomenal girls. You know who you are. You never missed a Zoom. And then this fall asked to continue to meet in person, moving the meetings from Zoom to in-person FlexBlock. Ms. Kane proclaimed these students are some of the most empathetic, caring, and personable people she has ever worked with as a teacher, remarking that you actually cared to see how she was doing. In her words, I don't think the students realized that these calls gave me a sense of purpose during isolation and made me feel less alone. My colleague, Ms. Triumphi, used 2 words to summarize our collective view. You are determined, having faced 2 years of loss, but being able to forge ahead, prepare for the future while giving back to our community. And special, overcoming and meeting unforeseen obstacles and coming out stronger, wiser, and with a newfound maturity. Last but certainly not least, Ms. Theriault, your assistant principal, shared the other day at the baccalaureate ceremony that you are by far the nicest group of students she has ever worked with. And remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Echoed over and over again, I fielded the compliments from RMHS staff that this is, quote, my favorite class ever. And, quote, I'm gonna miss them more than any class before. It's funny, since as unbiased educators, many followed with, they know they can't actually say that. We're not supposed to choose favorites. But if they did, this would be the one. Given my position, the reality that I am brand new to Reading, I guess I just had to say it for them. You are my favorite class at RMHS. I will never forget you. I agree with all of their thoughts and have no doubt that these shared characteristics will lead to your success in the future. Whether you leave us to take a gap year, join the workforce, enlist in the military, or attend college. On part of the faculty, and wherever your paths may lead, we ask that you always act with integrity, confidence, and pride. For you alone represent the very best in the Reading School community. As we have not come to this place without assistance, please take the time to thank staff members, family, and friends who have supported you along the way. Modeling, I will start us off by thanking Ms. Scoten, Mr. Strout, my colleagues in the custodial department, and our outstanding facilities department for all their work pulling together this ceremony for you. Please give them a very well-deserved round of applause. Remember, Rockets, you always have a home here. Congratulations to you all, and we wish you a safe and relaxing start of summer. I'd like to welcome to the mic our Superintendent, Dr. Milishevsky.
Good afternoon, Reading community. Members of this committee, Principal Tracy, faculty, fellow administrators, distinguished guests, community members, and most importantly, members of the class of 2022, and your proud families and friends, it's an honor to stand before you today and to honor the amazing RMHS class of 2022. To the class of 2022, this is your day. And on your special day, I'd also like to recognize two groups who have been instrumental in your journey to getting to this place. First, to your families. Your families have been there for you since day one and have been by your side for your entire journey. They've supported you, believed in you, and been your biggest cheerleaders. Please take a moment today to thank your family and appreciate all they've done for you. This, without a doubt, is one of the proudest and most memorable days of their lives. Secondly, to your teachers and staff. Graduation day is one of the most rewarding days for educators. Seeing you all cross the stage momentarily and recognizing all of your accomplishments, academically and personally. These educators have cared for you, advocated for you, and challenged you to be the very best you can be. I'm sure that you can think of the many RPS educators who have had such a positive influence on you from K to 12. Please take a minute to thank them for the role that they played in your lives. Today, I stand here with the greatest amount of respect and admiration for what you've all accomplished. As I think about all of your accomplishments throughout high school, including to getting to this day today, I am particularly compelled and inspired, like many others have shared, by your resilience. As you know, when I speak about resilience, I'm referring to your ability to overcome obstacles, push through, and demonstrate toughness in the face of adversity. Resiliency has always been one of the characteristics that I admire most in people, and it's been that way since I was a child. I can distinctly remember when I was in middle school, and also had a cousin in middle school who had, at the time, a life-threatening heart condition that required a heart transplant. Given that he had hemophilia, a medical condition that reduces the ability of the blood to clot effectively, his path towards a successful transplant was especially long and complex. My cousin ultimately became one of the few in a small group of individuals with hemophilia to ever successfully undergo a heart transplant. Since that experience, I have always, and I continue to, hold a special affinity to the characteristic of resilience. And I've also learned to deeply admire those resiliencies that's not only shown in those big moments, like the one I just described, but also in those countless day-to-day moments that we all know that challenge us, push us, and test us. As I think about your journey to this day, I know that you've all faced individual challenges and obstacles that were unique to you, both in your personal lives and here in RPS. In addition to these unique challenges, I also know that every member of the graduating class got here during a time when the world was turned upside down, as many of our colleagues and friends have shared. From freshman year to senior year, your experiences have totally run the gamut. You've dealt with remote, hybrid remote, traditional learning environments, wearing masks, staying 6 feet apart, Zoom, walking in the same direction, hand sanitizer, quarantine, testing, virtual activities, the list goes on. Furthermore, you've navigated a context in which all of those around you have struggled more due to the significant impact of the pandemic. These experiences have undoubtedly challenged each of you, mentally, physically, and emotionally. While moving through high school during the most challenging of times, you not only made it through as a class, but you thrived. You've demonstrated tremendous accomplishment and success in the classroom, in our arts programs, and on our athletic fields, and in serving our community. And from everything I've heard about this class, on a personal level, you've exuded kindness, empathy, and passion. As a collective class, you have modeled for our entire community what it means to be resilient, and also what it means to excel in the face of challenge. So as you know, you're entering into a world filled with all different challenges. Inevitably, as you move forward in your pursuit of personal and professional dreams, you will all face challenges and obstacles coming at you through those big life moments and also those smaller day-to-day ones. There will be setbacks in your goals, barriers standing in the way of your dreams, and challenges in the relationships that you value and cherish most. I could stand here today and try to tell you how I think you could model resiliency, but quite honestly, you've been the model for so many of us here today in the community. In the face of adversity, you have maintained a steady focus on your goals. You've used your network of friends, families, and staff to support you. And most importantly, you've stayed true to you and stayed true to your values. This has been a recipe for resilience that will bode you all well, and quite frankly, all of us well, as we continue to navigate an increasingly complex and challenging world. So class of 2022, we admire your resilience. We are proud of your accomplishments, and we are so excited for each of you and your future. On behalf of the Reading Public Schools, I wish you all health, happiness, and success in the years to come. Congratulations. As Superintendent of Schools in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I hereby certify the Reading Memorial High School graduating class of 2022.
And now the time we have all been waiting for. I'd like to welcome a few people to the stage for the conferring of the diplomas. Mr. Zaya, Ms. Buckley, Ms. Terrio, Mr. Brandt, and Mr. Wise from our school committee. If you could please join me up here. Excuse me, and our outstanding advisors, Ms. Bailey and Ms. Hopkinson, who have so graciously agreed to read the names today. Thank you.
I'm convinced that we're reading the names because Mr. Tracy didn't want to mispronounce any of them. Connor Joseph Patterson. Katya Brechko. Sarah DiCostanzo. William Sean Flaherty. Dionysius Maximus Georgopoulos. Latoya Kabusi. Chloe Alexandra Matthew. Akshay Rao. Madikat Rapka. Owen Michael Schramm. Sabrina Evelyn Spadafora. Sion Abamba. William Adams. Anthony E. Agahigian. Michael Angelo Agahigian.
Michael Alden. Loyal Alexander. Moses Anglade. Alex Antoine. Marie Christina Antoine. Nathaniel Aquino. Ashley Barcroft. Lily Bennett. Caleb Benoit. Ryan Benoit. Jake Berry. Mehek Bola.
Juliette Blomquist. Anna Bonazzoli. Nathaniel Gorin. Cameron T. Boucher. Ryan Boudreau. Maxwell Bowen. Samantha Brayback. Lindsay Nicole Branga. Ryan Branson. Kendall Brown. Kevin Brown III. Kylie Rose Brown.
Andrew Michael Cabral. Sydney Maureen Cahill. Felicia Rose Capone. Jacqueline Caraco. Kayla Carr. Jacob Carter. Sally Cashin. Spencer Caskey. Olivia Chamberlain. Choi. Lauren Chigarello. Xander Clifford.
Catherine Connolly. Ryan Connolly. Nathan Michael Coombs. Ben Costa. Emily Kate Crosby. Liam Cruikshank. Alex Cullen. Jax Cunningham. Tyler Cushing. Matthew Davey. Skylar DeLacy. Julia Delaney.
Cole DeLuca. Maria Ann DeLuca. Aiden Demir. Eva Denterman. Cami Despain. Parker Devlin. Han Dietrich. Ariana DeMeo. Robert Michael DiRienzo. Quinn Dolan. Elizabeth Louise Donahue. Jake Charles Donovan.
John Gerald Drummy. Michael Dufton. Martha Dugan. Mary Dugan. Patrick Duras. Ava Durso. John Egan. Madeline Egan. Konstantina Anastasia Iliadis. Ryan Patrick Ellis. Kylie Encarnacio. Colin Ensminger.
Dylan Fidali. Kyle Fahey. Josie Feltus. Nicholas Figueroa. Lauren Fisher. Nora Foley. Aiden Forrest. Carter Fox. Margot Sidney Gillo. Audrey Gentili. Matt Garrity. Matthew Anthony Girardi.
Sam Gigliotti. Catherine Camden Gore. Brooke Golden. Colby Mark Goodchild. Colin James Goodchild. Jacob Goodman. James Goodrow. Bailey Goodspeed. Ryan Goodwin. Megan Gorman. Annalise Grady. Lex M. Granger.
Genevieve Gray. Sarah Haas. Ava Hagopian. Tyler Hammond.
Tracy, I appreciate it. Stereo. I'm Dr. T for a little longer.
Ryan Hannafin. Michael Harden. Lauren Hartford. Hannah Healy. Abigail McKee Hannaberry. Justin Holmes. Leah Holmes. Evelyn Martha Howell.
Ezra House. Anna Hughes. Abigail Hunt. Marissa Iapiga. Claire Jenkins. Thomas Joyce. Kira Keene. Evan Kerr. Claudia Kessinger. Kevin Kinney. Ryan Klagas.
Allison Neeland. Meredith Corwin. Pedros George Johannes Coster. Lauren Caloris. Jonathan Lawrence. Lily Lee. Carly J. Lermont. Weston Henry Lewin. Kristen Lane. Sophie Isabel Lightbody. Alice Lynn. Johnston Allen Littlefield.
Charles Lloyd III. Sam Lonks. Jason Liu. Samantha Ann Lyden. Alexandra Lynch. Valerie Maffeo. Jacqueline Michelle Malley. Molly Manfredi. Emily Ashlyn Martell. Luke Martin. Mackenzie Martin. Miguel Martin Sancho.
Isabella Matias. Abigail Caitlin May. Sabine May. Annie McConnell. Michelle McHugh. Ryan Timothy McGibbon. Patrick John McGonigal IV.
Thank you.
Caitlin Rose McKenna. Kiana McPherson. Riley Bridget Melton. Jack Mendez. Lauren Menanello.
Zachary Machichi. Eva Jean Michelle. Benjamin Nelson Minnie. Katrina Nicoletta Miragianis. Tristan James Moreau. Jordan Michella. Joshua Michella. Julia Mullen. Gabriel Muniz. Elizabeth Ann Murphy. Colin Murray. Troy Neary.
My bad.
Michael John Nee. Anna Newman. Henry Newen. Tiffany Wynn. Zach Nichols. Caitlin Jean Nickerson. Devin Norris. Ethan Norton. Braden Joseph Nowicki. Victoria Newsonoff. Aiden O'Brien. Julie O'Brien.
Thomas O'Brien. Morgan O'Callahan. Liam O'Connor. Ryan O'Connor. Kyle O'Neill. Solana O'Shea. Colin O'Sullivan. Katerina Paniota Paglia. Nicholas Palermo. Ava Pastori. Tallulah Padalano. Cecilia Peacock.
Kavindi Pereira. Eric Pederossi. Balvi Fan. Emily Preston. Dominic Pucci. Justin Pulpy. Michelle Quezada. Benjamin Regazzini. Dylan Wren. Joe Raposa. Eric Roberts. Daniel Robinson.
Rachel Romboli. Matthew Christopher Ronay. Cameron Rosillo. Aiden Ryan. Gian Sabia. Christina Sacco. Ryan Sagala. Kate Shanklin. Sophie Shanley. Evelyn Shea. Maggie Shadiak. Alexander Chianovich.
Drew Szymanski. Jeff Schindelman. Allie Silvera. Eli Snyder. Omowumi Sajobi. Miles Sobkak. Alex Sorensen. George James Sparrows. Robert William Squires. Smritha Srinivasan. Bella Staffier. Jack Stathalopoulos.
Nicholas Steenbruggen. Jaden Streeter. Alec Sullivan. Caroline Grace Sullivan. Eliza Sullivan. Joseph Peter Sullivan. Cornelius Sullivan. Kendall Sundstrom. Maya Sacchini. Cordelia Talbot. Ella Michelle Tango. Nicole Tawadros.
Cam Thornton. Olivia Torello. Samantha Trianfi. Caroline Turner. Jonathan Van Magnus. Savannah Van Magnus. Aiden Benito. Kevin Ventura. Casey Teresa Vieira. Luke Vilmanen. Aiden Vinciguerra.
Anthony Vazella. Michael Wall. Ryan Michael Wallace. Colin Webb. Lindsay Wyden. Grace May Weston. Grace Whalen. Megan Wilkes. Colin Williamson. Natalie Wilson. Catherine Witham.
Brody Walter.
Battery 6 feet. Small pause.
Wrong batteries.
I don't think it's battery.
No?
Put a singing one instead. Here we go.
Check, check.
Break in the place. There we go.
That's it.
That's close.
Brody Walter. Patricia Zurcher.
I smiled this much in 2 years. It's tough. I forgot being up here, not getting choked up. All right, are we ready? Starts on the right side. I now present Reading Memorial High School Class of 2022.